Hello, Helen here. Thanks for joining me for my last card in my Christmas 2016 series. Today's card's going to be a more non-traditional coloured card, and it's going to be snowflakes with a glitter black background. So I'm starting off with my usual size card base, and I've got a card panel that is 4 5/8 by 6 5/8, and then I've got a piece of purple glitter card that's just slightly bigger than that, which will give a layered effect. Now I'm going to start off by stamping my sentiment. I'll use the MISTI just to make sure it's straight and that I can get a good inking. So I'm using the Simon Says stamp Warm Christmas Wishes stamp set. I'm using the sentiment out of that. So I'm using VersaFine Onyx Black ink to stamp the sentiment, and I do a double stamp, and then I'm using Ranger clear embossing powder and heat set that. Now I've got a selection of snowflake dies. There's quite a range of dies available out there, and most people have a few of them for Christmas cards, so just use whichever you've got. I've just got 4 different ones here, and then a little bit later on I pull in a 5th one just to fill in some gaps. So I'm just arranging the 4 on my card, and I'm going to die cut them to start with and use the negative space, but then I'm also going to use the positive die cut parts as well for this card. Now before I take the dies off my card, I'm flipping it over and I'm going to go around and put glue on some of the internal parts of the snowflake dies, the bits that I'm going to want to keep on the card, and also gluing around the outside perimeter of the card so that it'll stick to my glitter cardboard. You can't very well use double-sided tape with this because it just doesn't stick to the glitter. So I'm carefully going around and gluing all the parts that I want to keep on the card, and then I'm flipping the panel over and centering it onto my glitter background so that you can see the layering behind around the edges of the card. And then I'm going to carefully take off the washi tape that I've used to hold on to the snowflake dies, and I'm going to use a pokey tool just to push through the holes and make sure the little bits stay. If they don't, then I can just retrieve them out of the die and glue them into place, but where I can, I'm just trying to make sure that I get as much glued as I can in the first instance. The big die proved to be a little bit fiddly because it's got quite an intricate internal part to the die, so that took a little bit of time to glue down and peel off the die off of the card, but it was worth it. It was a very pretty end result. So I guess what I'm saying is that this technique is probably not for the faint-hearted. It's quite fiddly, so if you're not a patient person, I wouldn't even attempt this card, but if you like putting time in get good results from it, then why not have a go? Now I've pre-tied a purple satin ribbon that I'm going to put on the card, but I'm just going to place it, work out where I'm going to have it on the card so that I can start filling in the background around it. I've cut a few more of the snowflakes and I'm going to use the positive part to fill in some of the gaps around the cut out snowflakes. So I'm just using parts of the snowflake, drawing a little pencil mark where the edge of the card is and cutting them out and then gluing them to the edge. So I continue doing that till I've filled in the whole area around the snowflakes. I haven't shown you all of it because it was going to make the video rather long. So once I've got where I thought I was going to be, I decided there was quite a gap in the middle there. So I've went and found another snowflake die that was quite a bit smaller, and just cut a couple of those out, and I filled in the one gap, and then I've ended up doing a couple more snowflakes underneath where the bow's going to go as well, just so that the whole background was done in the snowflakes. The last thing I need to do is stick down my ribbon bow onto the back of the card panel and then stick the card panel down onto my card base, and that's the card finished. So that's the last card in my Christmas series for this year. I wanted to thank everybody that has taken the time to like my videos, comment, and all the support I've had through this year. It's been quite a journey for my first YouTube videos. I've been doing it for 6 months now, and so I really appreciate all the support I've had. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and a great holiday season, and I'll be back in the new year with some hopefully new fresh videos. Bye for now.